Good morning, Bulls fans. This is your 16U Bulls taking on the Atlanta Center Ice in SYTHL League play. See a couple of you online already. Thanks for getting up early with us. Everybody's hitting the bench. We will be underway here shortly. Referees here. I think we're waiting on one more. We'll have a 3-minute warm up, 15-minute periods, minute and a half penalties. I'm Justin Cole. Normally, I am joined by my lovely wife, Lauren Cole, but she did not want to get up and be here this early. And who could blame her? It is pretty early indeed. So, Bulls coming off a big win over the Huntsville Chargers, tied with the Nashville Predators yesterday evening in a really hard fought game, like very well played on both sides. So, we'll see if the Bulls bring that same intensity this morning, skate away with a victory over Atlanta. As always, go ahead and give a shout out and a big thank you to all of our coaching staff. Head coach Taylor Dickin, assistant coach Jeffrey Seegers, and assistant coach Chris Brennan. Appreciate all these guys do for our kids and our program. I am flying solo this morning, so please bear with me if I mess up the time or don't call out a name correctly. I have a lot to manage here, so we will we'll do the best we can. Looks like we're going to have big number 35, Zach Campbell, starting in net for us this morning. Minute and a half left on the warm-up here. All right, that buzzer means warm-ups are over. Get this thing going. All my college football fans out there who stayed up late watching some of the games. My Auburn Tigers managed to come away with a victory over Kentucky. Woohoo! LSU wind up dropping to Texas A&M late in the evening. That was a pretty hard-fought game as well. All right, here we go. one thing I didn't mention, if you have access to the chat, want to drop us a line, I can't see it, so give a player a shout out, what have you. Always available. Andrew Laughlin coming out for the Bulls. Kuhner on his right. Puck is dropped. Bulls win the faceoff, but turn it over in the neutral zone. Underwood drops back, pressing his man towards the boards. Underwood recovers behind the net. Skates out, sends a pass up against the near side boards, but intercepted. Center ice is going to push this one back out in the neutral zone. Mark Underwood, great job intercepting that. Taps it over, and it gets in the center ice zone. Laughlin picks it up. Moving through the center is Kuhner. Bulls can't quite hang on to it, though, and center ice is going to try to launch this one out. They do clear the zone, but Underwood bats it down and keeps it from going further in the neutral zone. But we're going to have an offside as a result. Coming out for the Bulls, Caceres at center. He's got Norlander with him. Can't see who that is on the far side. That's Brayton Major. Bulls initially win the faceoff, but turned over to center ice. Bulls clear it right back up as a challenge at the blue line resulted in a turnover. Center ice recovers, chips it into Bulls territory. Tristan Reed coming out, skating. Tristan has a head full of steam as he skates through center ice into the zone, fires a shot. It's just over the net. Caceres picks it up in the near side corner, goes to tuck it in, but goalie had the pipe sealed. Flipped back in by number 3, Jagger Anderson. Played by Oliver Reed at the blue line, sends it back in. Goes for a centering pass, but it gets all the way through traffic up against the near side boards. Center ice clears the zone. Challenge at the blue line. Really nice job by the Bulls to body the guy off the puck. Send it back out and into center ice territory, but center ice recovers. Center ice in the zone. Goes for a centering pass, disrupted by the Bulls defenders. Not much doing there. Beers digging out the far side corner there, up to Caceres. Caceres on the rush now. He's got Newton with him. Can't keep up with the puck, though, and center ice recovers. Skates behind their net. Beers chips it in, but it's intercepted. Tristan Reed harassing his man as he tries to enter the Bulls zone, resulting in a turnover. Tristan clears it out. Bulls chip it in, and Cheney is on the rush. Digs out his own pass as he takes a hit behind the net. Center ice trying to clear it, but Newton says no and puts a shot on net, blocked by the goalie. Excuse me, that was Johnson. Center ice sends it all the way down, right on net. And we're going to have an icing here. Laughlin back out for the faceoff here. Looks like he has got Myatt and Seegers with him on offense. Shot snatched out of the air by Zach Campbell. Nice save. We got Underwood and Bradley back on defense. Puck is dropped. Center ice pushes it forward. Bradley picks it up and retreats behind the net. Ooh, a stick from a defender. About causes a turnover, but Underwood recovers. Scrum right there in front of the crease, and Bradley comes up with it. She pushes it around for Seegers. Seegers moves it up to Myatt. Turnover in the neutral zone. Center ice pushes it back in. It's played by Campbell. Bradley takes a hit behind the net, stands their man up, and Laughlin making some moves, clearing the zone this time. Center ice is going to have to regroup. They send it back to their defense. Overshot the pass just a little bit, and Seegers is going to come in with some pressure. Caceres now checks in. He's making some moves in the corner here, trying to make something happen, pushing towards the net. With the tuck in. Caceres working that pipe. The coach for center ice is saying it's no goal. The officials coming over to talk. No goal. They're saying no goal. They're saying there was a player standing in the crease with the goalie, so maybe goalie interference. Regardless, we're still double out, 10:30 left in the first. Caceres wins the faceoff back to Oliver Reed. Bulls press in the zone and can't keep it in though. Back to Oliver. Oliver goes wide. Looking for Kuhner. Kuhner tips it in. Center ice gets there first. Bulls take a shot on net. Nothing doing. Center ice recovers behind their net. Caceres digs it out. He's playing from his knees, but he can't keep a handle on it. And center ice is going to clear the zone on the rush now. They go for a centering pass, but great pressure by Oliver Reed. Puts two guys into the corner on their butts. Kuhner on the rush now through the neutral zone. Sends it up to Cheney. Cheney back to Kuhner. Kuhner shoots. Deflected. Reed tees off on it, and that one goes wide of the net. Center ice clears this one out. Reed recovers. Sends it up for Cheney. Cheney enters the zone with Kuhner and Major. Kuhner to Major. Major trying to dig this one out. Sends it back to Kuhner. They go for across the crease pass and nothing doing. Gets back to Beers. Beers sends it in deep. Cheney playing behind the net. Into the far corner. Center ice recovers. And bad pass there. Beers takes a shot, but it's wide of the net. Kuhner trying to help out Cheney, but it looks like this one's going to squirt out towards center ice. He loses his feet, though. Hits his man in stride, but it's a little too far in front of him. And it gives Beers time to get back and pressure him. Both players lose their feet, and they go and try to drop a pass right through the crease, but nothing doing. Zach Campbell snatches it out of the air and slows this one down for the Bulls. .8:22 left to play in the first period. Laughlin's in for the Bulls for the faceoff. Center ice wins this one, but it's recovered. I believe that's Oksanen. Norlander looking for Laughlin behind the net. Bulls pressure in there, but center ice comes away with the puck. Block against the far side boards causes this one to stay in play. Center ice retreats behind their net. Going to break out. Hayden Bradley lays a huge hit there right at the blue line. They throw it back up for Laughlin. Laughlin's on the rush. He tips it forward. Looking for Major right there, but couldn't quite get the puck to him. Laughlin still battling, still making moves. Now they turn it over, and center ice throws it forward, but that should be an icing, and it is. So we'll have a face-off back in the center ice zone. .7:25 left in the first period. Caceres can't get that face-off. Center ice passing it up. Caceres moves through the center, enters the zone, but he can't hit Newton there on the edge, and that's going to be an offsides as center ice tries to bring it out. Caceres, Newton, and Tristan Reed for the offense. We've got Jagger Anderson and Oliver Reed back on defense. Caceres ties his man up. Center ice sends it back to their defense. Again, clearing the zone. Oliver Reed right there at the challenge at the red line. Oliver's going to skate it up. Takes a shot wide of the net. Center ice blows past Anderson, but Tristan Reed with the back check coming in, disrupting that play before they can put one on net. They tee off this time wide. Great pressure here from the Bulls, not giving center ice time to set up good shots, but they do manage to get that one in. Had a guy sitting right by Zach Campbell, and he tips it in, so center ice scores first blood. Right place, right time. Bulls take a line change here. Cheney for the face-off. Myatt and Seegers with him. Cheney ties up his man. Myatt comes in to help out. Gets the pass up to Cheney. Cheney to Seegers. Seegers takes a shot wide of the net. Center ice chips it out. Defense has to drop back very quickly. Beers up to Myatt. Myatt can't hang on to it though. Turned over in the neutral zone. They send this one deep into Bulls territory. Johnson's going to pick it up, skate behind the net. He gets tripped, no call. They feed Cheney right in the high slot, but he cannot exit the zone as it jumps off his stick. Now they get him. Cheney on the rush. He's got to beat a center ice player there. Myatt comes in to help out. They take a shot on net. Seegers trying to get the rebound. Beers can't keep it in though. Center ice ran into their own player, causing them to have to check up or face an offsides. Johnson recovers behind the Bulls net. Myatt trying to clear this one out. Nothing doing. Shot deflected by Bulls defenders. It's up to Cheney. Cheney skates against the far side boards, pulls up, takes a shot. Myatt trying for the tip in there on the back door. Hayden Bradley checks in on defense. She's harassing her man against the near side boards here. Underwood chipping it out. Now center ice enters the zone. Tried to skate wide around, and it's on the side of the net. Underwood tips it over, looking for Kuhner. Cheney on the rush now. He's got one guy to beat. Spins, fires, looking for Kuhner. Kuhner spins, shoots, deflected by the goalie. Puck dancing around in front of the net. Oksanen tying up his man, trying to make something happen, but center ice comes away with it. A bad pass gets to Kuhner. Kuhner throws it in the far side corner. Center ice now, exiting the zone. Defense dropping back in position, doing a really good job of pinching right there. They do manage to fire a shot on net, but it's wide. Bulls can't clear the zone as center ice makes a stand right there at the blue line. Another shot from the blue line is blocked, or at least deflected. I think that one hit the netting and went out of bounds. 4:09 left on the clock for the first period. A lot of intense play going on here. Laughlin's going to come out for the Bulls. Oksana's with him. Center Ice wins the faceoff. They take a shot, but can't wrangle their own rebound in there, and Bulls throw it downrange. Not enough on it for icing. Kuhner with the forecheck. Center Ice pressing out of the zone. Laughlin not giving them a lot of room to work. They throw it in. Kuhner pressing his man. Big shot against the boards there. Laughlin comes in and steals it. Laughlin goes behind the net, circles around, trying to center a pass there for Kuhner, but nothing doing. We got offsides as pressure from the Bulls causes Center Ice to lose it off their stick as they enter the zone, and that is an offsides. Caceres checks in. He's got Norlander and Major with him. Center Ice wins the faceoff. They hit a guy right in the center of at the blue line. Take a shot. Zach Campbell deflects it up and over the net. Dugout now by Caceres. He's turning the Jets on. Caceres takes a shot, and that one's in. Beautiful, beautiful shot there by Victor Caceres.
Wheel snipe Sally, boy.
Beautiful, beautiful shot. So Bulls tie it up. 3 minutes left in the first. Puck is dropped. Gets back to Johnson. Tipped in by Major. Caceres pressuring the man behind the net. Center Ice exits the zone. Beers with a challenge right there at the blue line, but Center Ice does come away with it. They try to center one, but it's deflected. Picked up behind the net by Johnson. Bulls try to feed Caceres in space, but it's intercepted by Center Ice. It was Norlander trying to get that pass up. Johnson pressing forward into the zone. Comes off the end of his stick. It gets over to Caceres. They get tied up. Caceres tries to make a play from his knees as he falls down, but turns it over. Center Ice on the attack. Johnson drops back. Beers there as well. Not even letting him get to the net now. Caceres there to help out. Oh, a man came free right in the low slot and tipped it right over Zach Campbell, who was already butterflied. So tit for tat. Oh, I did not start the clock. Sorry about that. No, we'll catch it up here. Center Ice climbs right back in with a 1-point lead. 2-1. Minute 51 left on the clock. Cheney checks in. Hayden Bradley drops back, picks it up behind the Bulls' net. A lot of pressure there. They managed to tip one at Zach, but he swallows that one up. Cheney again for the faceoff. He wins it back to Hayden Bradley, who takes a hit, spins down, and gets it over to Underwood. Underwood backhands it around. And Cheney can't catch up to it, and the Center Ice team's going to clear their zone before they can really make anything happen. Tristan Reed there challenges right in the neutral zone, gets it up to Cheney. Bulls have it. They got a hold up here. Nope, offsides. .108 on the clock for the first period. This line's going to stay out. Cheney, Tristan, and Reed Newton. Center ice settles it down, looking for a pass. They hit a man in space. Picked up by Newton. Newton's going to use the boards and tip it in, but he's challenged in the zone, and we're going to have offside, I believe. Yeah. Hayden Bradley came up with that challenge to keep them from winning the rush there, and the turnover went offsides. Laughlin comes in for the Bulls. He's got Myatt with him and Seegers. Center ice pressed into Bulls territory. Behind the net, they spin around, go to their D. D lines up, takes a shot, swallowed up by Zach Campbell. Same line stays out. Oh, excuse me. Looks like Laughlin's in now. Shot from center ice goes on net. It bounces in the crease, but looked like Laughlin got in there to help out. Now, Jagger Anderson presses a man behind the net. They try for a shot on a wraparound, but it goes over to Myatt. Myatt feeds Seeger up. It's Myatt. It's a 2-on-1. Seegers goes wide. Gets it over to Myatt. Myatt can't wrangle it down. It goes into the far corner over there. Back to Oliver Reed. He tries to put one on net, but it's deflected. Myatt winds up, fires. That one almost jumped over the goalie's pads. Oliver throws it in the corner, looking for Seegers. Seegers tries for a backhanded pass to center it, but can't get it over to Laughlin. Intercepted by the center ice team. Center ice on the rush. They fire from the blue line. Zach Campbell plays it, knowing that time is very short. 3 seconds left. Myatt to Seegers, and Seegers chips it to Laughlin as time expires. So that'll do it for our first period. We'll take a quick break, grab something to drink, be right back. Realize my score was wrong there. It is 2-1 center ice right now. And we will get this second period underway. Puck is dropped. Center ice wins it back towards their defense. Oksanen with the forecheck disrupts that pass and gives the Bulls an opportunity to make something happen on offense, but turn it back over there right at the blue line. Center ice chips it in deep, played by Zach Campbell. Zach drops it for Johnson. Caceres tried to make a press up the boards, but nothing doing. Center ice in the zone now, but it gets to Oksanen. He tries to clear it. Defense throws it right back at him. Johnson digging it in the corner. So it took a very weird bounce now. Center ice throws it right back at us. Johnson up against the near side boards, looking for Caceres. Caceres tips it forward, but that one goes into the bench, and so we'll have to have a face-off. Cheney in for the Bulls. Wins this face-off, gets it over to Underwood. Underwood rims it around, looking for Norlander. Norlander tips it forward, clears the zone, but center ice is going to get there first. They settle it down. Cheney on the forecheck. Disrupts that, goes back to Norlander. Norlander chips one at the net. It hits a post. Bulls trying to dig this one out and keep it alive. Major against the near side boards. Gets back to Underwood. Underwood sends one at the net, but it's snatched out of the air by the center ice goalie. Nice play, goalie. 13:36 left to play in the second. Cheney again for the face-off. Tied up with his man, but center ice wins this one. They flip it way up high, looking for their man in the neutral zone. He skates in, goes to center this one. Oh, guy comes loose right in the center, and it hits the post. Quick whistle, though. And Zach Campbell puts a glove on it, snatches that one before it can go anywhere. Cheney wins the face-off. Oliver Reed has it, backhands it up to Norlander. Norlander tries to feed Cheney on the rush, but that was really offsides. Cheney puts one at the net, but very easily kicked aside by the goalie. Major, Norlander trying to pressure center ice into Bulls territory, but Norlander wrangles it down, trying to hit Cheney. This one does clear the zone. That's offsides. We'll have a face-off. Laughlin checks in with Tristan Reed. And Newton on the offense. Oliver Reed gets back, rims this one around, looking for Tristan. Tristan hits Laughlin, but Laughlin can't hang on to it. Center ice throws it right back at the Bulls. This one bounced at Zach, but he allows it to play, doesn't freeze it. Oliver to Tristan. Laughlin makes a move around one. He's going to have to hurry up and get there. He does. Battling with center ice. Tristan Reed comes to help him out. Trying to dig it out here. Gets back to Oliver on defense. He skates it in, looking for an opportunity here. Backhands it towards the net. Gets hit, but he's still battled, but the stick from center ice manages to steal that one. They go to center it, and it rolls on Zach as Tristan gets tied up with a guy, and they're going to call a penalty here, I think, on Tristan. It would appear so. So they're going to get Tristan Reed for, I did not see a hand signal, but assume it's a trip or a hold or something, as that player was coming in the slot to make a shot attempt on. All right, Coach Chris is getting some clarity there on what that call was, but your Bulls will be on a penalty kill for a minute and a half. Seegers tips it back for Beers. Beers sends it up the boards, but they can't clear it. Atlanta puts a stick on this one, so no icing. Seegers is going to come up and give a little bit of pressure there. They hit a man against the far side, but Myatt gets there and tips it forward. Center ice on the attack. They shoot one way over the net. Beers pressured in the corner. Backhand centering pass. The shot misses wide left. Myatt clears this one out. Center ice has to regroup. They enter the zone. Johnson stands tall and blocks that one with his skate. Sends it over for Myatt. Myatt hits Seegers. It's behind him and he can't keep a stick on it. Johnson goes up high and center ice bats it down with the hand. Beers protecting his goalie. Myatt clears this one out now. Center ice on the rush. They go wide, try to center this one. Nothing doing. Zach Campbell jumps on that one. Says, not today. One second left on this penalty kill. Bulls hustling here, trying to keep the deficit from getting any larger. Caceres wins it back towards Underwood. Bradley backhands it, keeps it away from center ice. Center ice has gone for a couple of line changes. Bulls are back at full strength. Kuhner was trying to push that one out and clear the zone, but Johnson came in and helped him out. Center ice. Gets in, played by Campbell. He drops it off, but center ice gets there first, and I think it's a miscommunication there. Center ice picked it up behind the net and made the centering pass. So center ice goes up 3-1. Caceres for the faceoff. Center ice wins this one forward. They take a shot wide right. Bulls clear this one out. Caceres try to force something to happen. And that was icing. .9:30 left in the second period. Bulls got to climb out of a 2-point deficit here. Same line stays in. Caceres wins the faceoff back to Oliver Reed. He sends a shot on net, deflected by the goalie. Center ice, moving up through and into the Bull zone, and frozen by Zach Campbell. Line change here. We've got Cheney checking in to take the face off. He's going to have Major and Norlander with him. Great pressure by Cheney causes this one to exit the zone. And center ice had to regroup and check up. Bulls throw it down into their territory. Norlander tried to make a play on it. And so did Anderson. Big hit by Oliver Reed on his man in the corner. Shot from way downtown, swallowed up by Zach Campbell. Bulls will go ahead and change the whole line out here. Cheney takes the face-off, ties his man up, but center ice comes away with it. They put a shot on net, blocked by Zach. Now Cheney's on the rush. Cheney gets down there, takes a shot, and that one's in. He scores. Laughlin for the face-off. Center ice wins it back to their defense. Johnson pressing his man out, not letting him skate right into the slot. They take a shot way over the net. Fanned on the shot there from the blue line. Johnson tips it out, looking for Newton. Newton settles it down right at the blue line, keeps it in the zone. They do clear this time. Looking for Newton on the far side, but can't hook up with that pass. Center ice sends it back to their defense. This one gets in the Bull zone. Beers drops back in the far corner, rims it around looking for Newton. Laughlin came in to help him out and cleared this one. Center ice has to regroup. Excellent forward pressure here by the Bulls is causing a whole lot of backwards passes to the defense. And now Laughlin's on the attack. He's got one to beat. Takes a shot. Goalie can't wrangle it in, but it does go behind the net. Center ice on the rush now. Seegers had dropped back on defense trying to help out. Beers deflected that shot with his legs. Bulls clear this one into the neutral zone. That's offsides. Maybe it never made it in the zone, but now we're going to have an icing. Bulls down 3-2. 6 minutes, 49 seconds left on the official game clock for the second period. Caceres wins the faceoff. Underwood picks it up in the corner. Underwood has some space, so skates it forward, gets harassed as he enters the zone, and we're going to have an offsides. Caceres sends the faceoff back to Bradley. Underwood throws it forward, and that's going to be an icing. So we'll go all the way back into Bulls territory. Caceres ties his man up. Myatt gets this one out of the zone. Seegers comes up and pokes it forward, but center ice recovers and sends it right back at the Bulls. Bradley retreats behind their net. Backhanded pass is intercepted as center ice loses their feet. Now it's recovered by Caceres. Tries to use the boards to go up, but shot from the blue line goes behind the net. Caceres has it now. He's on the rush. Man, he has got some speed. Takes a shot, kicked aside by the goalie. He picks up his own rebound in the corner, but turned over to center ice. They're trying to exit the zone, but Myatt is harassing them, not letting a challenge at the blue line. Myatt throws it right back in behind the net. Batted down by Underwood. He throws it in the corner, looking for Seegers, but it doesn't get to him. Now to Caceres in a high slot. Over to Myatt. Myatt throws it at the net, but it's wide right. Center ice clears the zone this time. They hit a guy way downtown. Take a shot. Kicked aside by Zach, and they get the rebound and throw one on net from the hash marks, and that one's going to be another score for center ice. So 5:12 left in the second period. Bulls down by 2. Cheney wins this faceoff and pushes forward immediately, takes a shot from the blue line. It hits the goalie in the mask. He didn't know where it was and has to dive on it quickly before anybody can grab the rebound. Same line's going to stay out. Cheney for the faceoff. He's got Kuhner and Oksanen with him. Cheney ties up his man. Scrum right there in the middle. Bulls looked like they were going to come away with it, but center ice is there. Kuhner lays a hit against the far side boards. Center ice on the rush now. One lone defender back. It was Anderson. They backhand one at Zach Campbell, and it goes between his legs right in the 5-hole. He thought he had it. I thought he had it, but it trickled behind him. Center ice up 5-2. Bulls win the faceoff back to Oliver Reed. He's got some space, so decides to skate up. He takes a shot from the blue line, and that's in. Tit for tat. Bulls not letting him sit on that 3-point lead. Want to climb right back in this one. Let's see if we can keep the momentum going. Shot from the blue line, intercepted. They send it up looking for Norlander in space, and Norlander takes a huge hit as he backhands one towards the net. Puck is dropped. Center ice comes away with it. They're going to exit the zone. They take a shot. It's off the post, and Bulls manage to get back and help their goalie out. Johnson picks it up in the near corner, rims it around looking for Norlander. Norlander can't get there, and center ice goes back in deeper in Bulls territory. Bulls clear this one. Center ice drops back. They're going to get there first. Pass right up the center. You take a shot. It goes over the net. Johnson takes a huge hit. That's going to be interference. Delayed penalty on center ice. They're trying to call Zach Campbell in. Taking a shot from downtown. Oh, Laughlin tried to center one. They're going to get number 33 for interference. So your Bulls go on a power play for the next minute and a half. puck is dropped. Center ice wins it. Caceres sends it right back at Laughlin. It gets around to Underwood. He settles it down, examines his options, goes across. Can't tell who that's. Caceres. Caceres shot on net. And what a beauty that was. So your Bulls take advantage of the power play and score very quickly to narrow that gap. 5-4 center ice, but what a display the Bulls have put on here in the last couple of minutes. Making a few line changes here. A little confusion going on. We've got Caceres, Reed, and Newton out for the offense. Underwood and Bradley back on defense. We win it back to Bradley. Bradley to Underwood. Underwood looking for Tristan Reed, but it jumps over his stick, and center ice is going to recover this one. Underwood steps up to try to make a play. Center ice into Bulls territory now. They try for a centering pass, but Bradley's there and disrupts it. Caceres is going to recover, trying to push out of the zone. Sends it up to Tristan Reed. Tristan Reed goes around one. Reed's in the zone. He takes a shot, goes wide. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't Reed. That was Newton that had it. Caceres tries to tuck it in. Gets back to Underwood now. Underwood tees off over the net. Recovered by center ice, but Tristan Reed intercepts just around the blue line. Caceres can't get a handle on that one, and center ice is going to clear. They're into Bulls territory. Oh, a skate from one of the Bulls causes that one to go offside, so center ice had to recover. They chip it in. Hayden Bradley picks it up. She skates wide, looking for Newton. Newton shovels it out for Cheney. Cheney and Tristan run into each other and turn it over just as they enter the zone. We're going to have an offsides. 1:31 left in the second. Bulls down 5-4, but not out of it for sure. Cheney, Seegers, and Myatt out for the offense. They win it back to Johnson. Johnson hits his defensive partner Anderson on the far side. Myatt's going to flip it in, but probably should have been icing. They called no icing. Seegers sends it back to his defense. Johnson wrangles it in, goes right back to Seegers. Seegers tries to center this one. Too many skates in the way, and they turn it over. Johnson pressing that guy out. Really great job causing the disruption there. Seegers tried to exit the zone, but he could not keep a stick on that one. Johnson picks it up behind the net. Cheney has it now. Cheney and Seegers on the rush. Cheney takes a shot. Seegers comes in to clean up the loose change. Oh, man, it rolled around right in front of the goalie, but nobody could get there. Center ice bats it out. Anderson drops back. He flips it up high, looking for Myatt. Myatt assists it further into the zone, but it's going to be picked up by center ice. They're going to send it right back at the Bulls. Zach Campbell flashes the leather again and says, not today. I really need that Takimi Mutombo. No, no, no. Mean. All right, Bulls checking in a new line here. We got Laughlin, Kuhner, and I can't tell who that is on the other side. Looks like that's going to be Beers. Center ice pressing towards the middle. Zach Campbell throws a glove out as he falls on his face and manages to snatch that one up. 9 seconds left to play in the second. Laughlin wins this one over to Oliver Reed. Oliver spins, fires up the boards, looking to clear it, but center ice seals the boards very well. Beers back there in the low slot protecting his goalie. And that's going to do it for the second period. Your Bulls down 5-4, but man, What a great period. So we'll take a quick break. Be right back. All right, here we go. Back at it. See if the Bulls can rally back here and come away with a victory. We've got Laughlin out for the faceoff, Kuhner and Oxhanen with him. Back on defense, Bradley and Underwood. Laughlin wins this back to Underwood. Underwood chips it forward, but Bulls can't hang on to it. Now they go to Laughlin in the center, but it's a little bit too far in front of him, and center ice recovers it. They retreat behind their net. Laughlin with the forecheck. Sends it back in the corner, but it looks like center ice is going to recover it before Kuhner can get there. Laughlin to Kuhner. Center ice, going to clear this one out now. And they beat Underwood, and oh no, this is a one-on-one with the goalie, and they get that one. Bit of a defensive breakdown there. They had a 3-on-1 rush, and Underwood tried to make the play to stop them, but just could not get there. Not down by too much though, so got some work to do. 14-26 to do it in. Caceres out for the face-off. He's got Norlander and Major with him. Caceres wins it back into Bulls territory, but defense has got to hustle to get there. Johnson puts a stick on it. Beers is trying to dig it off the back of the net. They need to just whistle that dead, and they do. Puck is dropped. Bulls win it back to their defense. Beers goes behind the net. Norlander got in there and put a stick on it, but they still managed to send this one at the net, and Campbell's going to jump on it and freeze this one because that had a little bit of danger to it. Shot deflected by Zach. Bulls desperately trying to clear this one out. Now they do. Gets up to Oliver Reed. Oliver Reed on the rush, all by his lonesome, takes a shot. Kick save by the goalie. They send another one back at the net. And that was Norlander taking a shot from the boards, and as he got hit and wrangled down. All right, sorry about that. Big hit from Tristan Reed, and they're going to get Tristan for roughing or interference 1. Reed's trying to plead his case there, but the official's not really having any of it. So your Bulls will be in a penalty kill for 1.5 minutes. Out for the PK. Seegers will take the face off. He's got Underwood, Myatt, and Johnson with him. A shot from the blue line intercepted by Underwood. Underwood rushing down the ice with it. Drops it for Myatt. Myatt tees off on this one, but it's very wide of the net. Seegers with the forecheck there trying to make something happen. Atlanta takes it behind their net. They go to exit the zone here, but Myatt steps up, puts a stick on it again. And this one's going to be an icing. Atlanta sends it back to their defense. Seegers trying to pressure them right there at the blue line. Underwood picks it up, lofts it up way down the ice, and that's going to be an icing. No icing. Icing got waved off. Center ice, working into Bulls territory. They send it back to their defense. D-to-D pass. He can't settle it down too well, so he sends it over to his winger against the near side boards. Back to the defense. They hit a man low in the face-off circle. Shot kicked aside by Zach Campbell. Shot hits Zach in the mask, and it flips over behind the net. Center ice looking to center this one, but Seegers got in the way and caused this one to go out into the neutral zone. Reed comes out of the box, and the minute he comes out, he runs into a man, and they're going to throw him right back in. They're going to call him for interference immediately, which is, I kind of disagree with the way that happened. But not my call, so. And Oliver's not happy himself. And I don't blame him. It was a great call. He stepped out of the box. The guy ran into him. So here we go. Tristan throws this one all the way down the ice, and we're going to have an icing. No icing. All right, they're going to make him play. Center ice. Down the far side boards. Oliver Reed throws a stick in there. Guy loses his feet, though. Johnson uses the boards, going to clear this one out, and that one will be an icing. It's rolling on its end. 1 minute left on the PK. Oliver Reed for the faceoff for the Bulls. He's got Underwood, Johnson, and Kuhner with him. It's like Campbell was having to adjust something on his gear there, talking to the ref behind the net. And here we go. Center ice gets a shot, but it goes behind the net, gets back to their defense. Another shot wide right of the net. Tristan on the forecheck over to Kuhner. Kuhner hits the far side boards, and Tristan's got an opportunity here, rushing up the far side. Gets pressured by center ice, and it turns over, but nice job spending some time on the clock here. Back to Underwood. Underwood skates up the far side boards, throws it in deep as he crosses the red line. Pursued by Kuhner. Center ice exits the zone. Defense is setting up. They shoot one at the net, but way, way over. Tristan had to throw the brakes on there, and again another shot from the blue line, but defended by the Bulls. Johnson is looking for Kuhner there, but they're going to throw one on net, and Zach Campbell snatches it right out of the air. 2 seconds left on the PK. All right, here we go. Bulls talking about it back here. Johnson's going to check out. Beers is going to check in. We've got Caceres for the face-off. Underwood is still out there. It looks like Seegers as well. Center ice wins it back to their defense. They take a shot, and it's swallowed up by Zach Campbell. But that's going to kill the penalty. Tristan Reed's going to stay on the ice. Check out Underwood. Oksanen comes in. Caceres is going to take the face-off. Center ice wins it back to their defense. Again, a shot from the blue line. Picked off by the Bulls. Caceres now has it. It's a 3-on-2. Caceres goes wide. Takes a shot, and Oksanen was almost there to clean it up. It dropped between the goalie's legs, and he managed to fall right on top of it. 9:40 left on the clock. Run it down here to match up. Close as I can. Bulls win the faceoff. They take a shot. It goes over the net. Beers gets there, chips it back in deep. Oksanen trying to make a play, smashes a guy against the boards. Beers back up to Caceres. Oliver Reed comes in and throws a hit. That guy's kind of slow to get up. Caceres trying to get a shot off right in the center, and center ice throws this one all the way down. It's going to be on net, so Zach's going to have to play it up to Beers. Beers takes a hit in the corner, but fends his man off as he's pushed to the ice. Oksanen comes in. They're going to get Oksanen for a hit, I guess. It looks like center ice is pleading their case that they didn't commit a penalty, but they're putting him in the box anyway, so looks like it'll be number 16. Oh, we're going to have penalties on both teams, so both of them are going in. So they're going to let them play 5-on-5, but I'll keep the penalties up there just so everybody's aware. Puck is dropped. It goes back to the center ice defense, but Tristan Reed puts a stick on it and deflects it into the corner. Oliver Reed battling, sends it over to Laughlin. Laughlin trying to use the boards to get it up to Seegers, but it gets back to the center ice defense. They send a booming shot into the corner. Bulls crowding that slot. Laughlin got up there like a basketball point guard and tipped it down with his hand. Center ice tried to shoot, but Bulls tipped this one out and cleared the zone. Center ice goes back into the neutral zone with the puck, and that was barely onside, but it looked like that Seegers was able to get back. They hit Laughlin high in the neutral zone. Laughlin skates up against the far side boards, gets bodied off the puck. Picked up by Seegers. Seegers takes a shot. It's still live. The goalie doesn't have it yet. Everybody's falling down, and the puck goes wide. Center ice tries to clear it. It sneaks past Beers and it goes all the way down the ice. Hayden Bradley's going to have to retreat back and pick it up. Bradley throws the brakes on. It gets stolen. They almost put it on net. She just pushes it into Zach's glove and says, hold the phone. We do not want this to happen. So we'll have a face-off here in the Bulls zone. Cheney's checking in for the face-off. And we've got Underwood in there on defense. Underwood tips it up for Cheney. Kuhner gets it, sends it up for Cheney. Cheney makes one miss. In the zone now. Cheney tries to tip this one in the center, but bounces off the back of the net, and center ice is going to exit the zone. Defense tried to step up to make a play, but center ice is going to put one on net. Sticked aside by Zach Campbell. Kuhner tries to flip this one up and over the defense. Can't do it. Zach's going to dive on it. Wisely settling that one down. All right, here we go. Puck is dropped. Anderson plays it in the corner, but it gets to center ice. Immediately blocked by Oliver Reed. Myatt with the forecheck, trying to create a turnover here. Gets to Oliver Reed. Bulls just can't hang on to it. Anderson's back there. Myatt back checking. They take a shot wide of the net. Center ice tried to put one right into the low slot, but Bulls put a stick on it and deflected it wide out. This one gets back into center ice territory. Bulls going to have to be careful. Here we go. Caceres trying to push this one forward. Takes a shot over the net. Sorry about my bad camera work. Tristan Reed behind the net. Harassing his man, but center ice is going to clear this one. They dump it in deep. Send it back to their defender at the blue line, who takes a shot wide right of the net. Another shot goes through the crease up against the near side boards. Center ice shovels it back into the corner. Anderson's battling, trying to make something happen. Intercepted by Tristan Reed now. He hits Caceres in space as he moves in the neutral zone. Caceres up the far side boards, sends it across, just trying to give some teams some time to check in. Seegers comes in now, gets it up to Laughlin. Laughlin tried to backhand it over to Caceres, but nothing doing. Center ice on the rush now. Underwood's backing up. Underwood presses his man in the corner. They try to throw one on net, but it's going to come up to Cheney. We're going to have a penalty on somebody. Did not see who or what. It's going to be Underwood. Your Bulls will be on a penalty kill here for a minute and a half. 5:23 left to play. Bulls still down by 2. Picked up by Seegers. Seegers is going to flip this one up and out, and it's going to sail down the ice. Probably going to be an icing. Yep. Center ice gets it back to their defense. They spin, fire against the man up against the far side. Try to center one in the high slot, but nothing doing. Put a shot on net. Zach Campbell's there. Another shot over the net. Zach was out of position, but fortunately that one just missed. Bulls trying desperately to clear this one out. Beers gets wide, causes that pass to be badly timed, and now Seegers is going to flip this one out in the neutral zone. Center ice has to regroup. They take a shot. Zach Campbell snatches it out of the air. 41 seconds left on the PK. Tristan Reed is going to take the face off. Oliver Reed's out there with him, along with Van Kuner and Jagger Anderson. Tristan shovels it forward, but it's going to go to the center ice defense. They put a slapper, but it misses wide. Tristan intercepts that, tries to clear the zone, but it gets to the defense. Center ice tries to put this one right in the low slot. Nothing doing. Bulls doing a great job on defense here. Oliver Reed throws this one all the way down the ice, and we'll have an icing. Puck is dropped. Bulls trying to dig this one out. It gets over to Kuner. Kuner pushes forward, takes a big hit, loses his stick. Center ice, takes a shot, kicked aside by Zach. This one, Zach just dives on and freezes. 1 second left on the penalty for Underwood. Puck is dropped. Underwood's out of the box now. They take a shot. That was Anderson, who was on his knees in the low slot. Got cross-checked from a center ice player, but no call. Underwood has it on his stick now. Underwood's going to exit the zone. Gets it up to Kuner. Kuner can't hang on to it. Still digging for it. Now Tristan Reed sends it over for Laughlin. Laughlin. Again, Laughlin with the pressure. He gets there. Kuner takes a shot off the post. Major checked in for the other winger. Underwood tips it forward. Underwood digging for it right at the blue line. And they're going to get Brayton Major for a cross check. Or excuse me, I think that's Van Kuner for a cross check. Or interference, one. So Bulls go right back on a PK. 2:55 left in the game. Bulls win this one, but immediately intercepted. They take a point-blank shot on Zach. Nice save. Pressure from Tristan Reed now. Or excuse me, Oliver Reed. Oliver makes a move. He's in the zone. Center ice player makes a play from his belly and swats that one against the near side boards. And we're going to have an offsides. Laughlin for the faceoff. They drop the puck. Laughlin ties his man up, and Underwood tries to get back there with some pressure, but center ice comes away with this one. Oliver Reed tips it forward and clears the zone. Center ice has to regroup. Zach sets it up for Oliver. Oliver uses the boards, tries to get it up for Laughlin. Laughlin tips it forward into the neutral zone, loses his feet as he gets tangled up with a center ice player. Laughlin with some forward pressure, takes a hit as he chips it into center ice territory. He's going to check out now. Coming in is Cheney. Underwood's going to have to retreat back as center ice sends one into Bulls territory. Not enough on it for icing. He goes behind the net, looks up for his options, hits Cheney. Cheney can't get it out of his skates, but he finally does. Cheney on the rush, beats one right through the middle, pushes it on net, gets his own rebound, takes a shot, and the goalie dives on it. Good effort by Cheney checking in and coming in to try to make something happen there. 7 seconds left on the penalty, minute 30 left to play. Bulls still down by 2. We have a timeout called. Coach Dickin calls a timeout to give the boys a few words of encouragement and advice here. And we'll take a quick break. Bulls are going to go empty net here for the last, or at least for right now. There's still 7 seconds left on the PK. And we've got Cheney for the faceoff, Caceres on his right, Tristan Reed on his left, Oliver Reed back with Underwood on defense. They send it back to Oliver Reed. He tees off on it, but it's intercepted by number 16. Stopped by Underwood right in the zone. All right, Oliver Reed settles it down, sends it up, looking for Cheney. Cheney has it in the zone. Cheney goes across looking for Underwood. Nothing doing. Oliver Reed over to Laughlin. Laughlin sends a pass up for Underwood, but it misses Underwood's stick, and center ice picks it up. They're right there in the slot, but can't get the puck on a stick for a good shot. Cheney now has it, sends it up for Caceres, makes one guy miss, takes a big hit. Underwood has it on his stick. Underwood settles down over to Oliver Reed. Oliver sends a shot from the blue line. Caceres spins, fires, misses the net. Battle right there in the low slot, and it looks like they're going to shoot this one all the way down the ice, but it's going to be an icing. 32 seconds left to play. Bulls still with an empty net. Killed their penalty. Trying to narrow this disadvantage here in the last few seconds. I say disadvantage, deficit. Caceres for the faceoff. Caceres back to Underwood. Underwood cannot keep a handle on it. Almost clears the zone. He throws one at the net. It's still loose. Bulls can't put it on net, though. Back to Underwood again. Underwood tees off a shot right at the goalie. He dives on it. And some pushing and shoving after the whistle. Bulls trying to get their teammates to chill out and break it up. "17 seconds left to play. Center ice wins it back. They're going to throw it all the way down the ice and ice it again. "11 seconds on the clock. Caceres again for the faceoff. Center ice wins the faceoff, but Cheney manages to get a stick on it and slow this one down. They get it out of the zone. Underwood picks it up. Waits for everybody to check up. Tries to get it up to Oliver Reed. Center ice sends it in the corner, and that's going to be the game. So we'll be back at about 8 o'clock for the 12U game 16U will be back at about 9:15. So we will see you then. Go Bulls.